John, a couple of items we wanted to chat with you about. You had a chance to see a couple of the draft picks yesterday in NCAA play here. You'd hoped to see 3 of them, but you waited around for 12 innings and never got to see the one.
Well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. But, yeah, I got to see Mr. Cox, our first-round pick, out of University of Arkansas, and it was exciting. Got 2 hits, so it was nice to see him perform well. And then the starting pitcher for ASU, Seth Blair, was our second pick in the draft in the sandwich round. So he went 5 innings through 100 pitches, but looked pretty good. So it's exciting to see that.
Now, Mo, it may be a little earlier to make this assessment, but do you see Zach Cox as a third baseman? Is that really where you project him at this point?
Well, in fairness, he DH'd last night because he's battling a little bit of a back problem. But when you look at how he moves, and I think he can play there, and just based on the video I've seen. But, I think the one thing we were looking at there was getting a bat, and a polished college hitter is something we desperately needed in our system.
And you also went with some arms early on. You've got a number of the pitchers high in the draft, including the 2 from Arizona State. Anybody eye-popping there in terms of velocity or something that you've seen in them, or have heard from your scouts about their ability?
Well, I think the most interesting or more intriguing pick is our third pick, Jenkins. A big right-hander out of Texas, a high school pitcher, and someone that I think when you really look at his upside is someone that might be in the upper end of a rotation. So obviously the big task will be to sign him because he has a full ride to Baylor to be a quarterback, but hopefully we can talk him out of that and persuade him to come be a Cardinal.
Oh, obviously, and it is a little disconcerting when you look at Albert, 1 for 18 on this road trip, and we saw Holiday just strike out a moment ago. A lot of strikeouts.
A lot of strikeouts, and just not taking advantage of the opportunities we have. And when you're not doing that, it's hard to win baseball games.
That's an interesting word you say, blend, because that really kind of makes you think about chemistry in a club and really kind of just maybe synergy, to overuse that word. But that is part of it, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And for all of us who are fortunate to be around the club on a day-to-day basis, when you're around these guys, you feel like everything's great. I mean, in terms of the camaraderie and how they get along. I mean, we don't really have any infighting going on. But the one thing is when when the bell goes off, it just doesn't seem like we're clicking on all cylinders. And so that's just something we have to think about. Maybe it would be helpful to have some rowdy guy in
there. There's another guy we should ask you about, Mo, and that's Jeff Suppan. Obviously an exciting signing. And what do you think the upside is for him joining this Cardinal rotation?
Well, in fairness, I think we need to be a little patient in terms of what we truly can expect. But my hope is he's someone that could come in and eat innings, give us a chance to win baseball games. And, a lot's been made about some of the young players we've brought up, and are they ready, and the great debate of are we pushing them too quickly. And, in fairness, Walters gave us a good game out in San Diego. Ottavino had given us 2 good starts, and he ran into trouble yesterday with some command issues. But when you think about the demands we try to put on these young men, it's a lot. And we had to do it because we had a necessity. And so hopefully signing someone like a Suppan will allow us to take a step back, give these young men a chance to breathe, let them get going again back in Memphis. And hopefully when we do need them again, they can come back and take advantage of what they learned already up here.